Hi, my name is Dalton Bartley, and just a little bit about me. I'm in the picture on the left, and my major is exercise science pre-occupational therapy, and I am a senior here at USI now. I transferred here last year was my first year at USI, and it definitely came with a lot of stress, but that is what mine is about. So. I have taken abnormal psych as well as lifespan in this class before, but I'm retaking this one to get my desired grade because I took it when I was like a freshman in high school. um, Stress defined. Stress is a term used to describe the physical, emotional, cognitive, and behavioral responses to events that are appraised as threatening or challenging. And it may be a long definition, but there's a lot of truth to it if you look into it because all of us have stress in our life in some way, and it does, like I have the picture at the bottom, kind of make you want to pull your hair out at some point. And that's how I think we know it. We think of stress, us as students, and even teachers, I'd say, and instructors think that stress is kind of the enemy a lot of the times because no one wants to feel stress, but you can use it to motivate you, and I'll get a little bit more into that. There are a lot of different stressors. A few types of stressors are catastrophes, like maybe a death in the family or something, and that can definitely bring more stress on someone than I think a lot of other things can. Major life changes, such as like I moved here to Evansville last year from my hometown in Carmi, Illinois, and it's about an hour away, and it was a major life change to completely pick up and move somewhere else. And it definitely brought a lot of hassles along the way too, um, with transferring things and moving and just in general. Physiological stressors. I wanted to touch on pressure and uncontrollability because they're two major things for me personally, and I think students in general, and I think everyone can benefit from this. And I'll get into ways to cope with it soon. Pressure is just something that's always got to me, especially with like homework, the pressure to get stuff done on time, and exams and stuff. And I won't say I'm a control freak, but I do like to be in control of my studies and my life in general, really, as most of us do. And there's a lot of social factors that go into stress too. There are people who need people, and that kind of helps them cope with it. Uh, I personally kind of I wouldn't say I have social anxiety, but I am someone who doesn't need someone. I'm kind of independent. A lot of stress can come with your job as well, and a lot of people need a social support system. Really, everyone does, because you can only benefit from that. And coping with stress. This is a major topic I wanted to touch on. There's optimistic people versus pessimistic people, and I'm sure most of us know what that means. But optimistic means that you look at the glass as half full, and pessimistic means you look at it as half empty. And I think definitely being optimistic throughout my life, really, and through school so far has brought me to the success that I've had. And I think if you're optimistic just in life in general, you're going to be more successful and probably live an overall happier life, which I think is all of our goals. And as far as meditation, I don't think that I meditate to cope with my stress, but I think we all have our own techniques that we use to cope with stress. Like sometimes I might take a 5 minute break from what I'm doing if I can't figure something out and come back to it and be a lot calmer and have like that right mindset to get things done. And I also wanted to touch on problem focused coping because I think it's how I've coped with stress throughout my life and it really helped me. And I just like to eliminate the source of stress or reduce its impact through my own actions. And that means that like basically if I have a due date, then I will get it done a few days early or a week early so that way I don't have to stress about it. And I'm one of those people that will choose to go first if we're presenting in class so I can get it out of the way. And I know that she said that we could have fun with it, so I just wrote, I'm not cool enough to rap, so I just wrote a kind of an on the spot little poem. It says, stress may not be fun, but it motivates to get things done. Don't assume it's a loss, remember you're the boss. And what I mean by that is stress is really it's an awful thing whenever you experience it, but it does motivate you to get things done, or at least it does me. And don't assume that you're gonna fail at anything. Remember that you're in control of like your own destiny. So if you want to get an A on that test, you can. That's all I have. Thank you.